Everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to talk about preparation strategy for our upcoming EPFO examination. So we are aware that UPSC has recently released notification for both APFC and EOAO examination, and this time there is going to be a combined recruitment test for the both the posts. So regarding that, we'll be talking here about the preparation strategy. So this video will focus on the freshers or absolute beginners, like even if you have not appeared before for this examination. So I will tell you how you can approach and prepare for this examination. Here we'll talk about the preparation strategy from beginners perspective. Then we'll talk about the subject wise weightage analysis, like which all subjects are important and how many questions were asked in past from those subjects. And finally, I will be sharing you the 90 tentative timetable, and through that you will get an idea like what all topics to be prepared and how much time to be devoted for each subject. So let us quickly begin with the video. So broad points to be covered in this video are: we have to first understand the exam pattern, then we'll see the syllabus of this examination. Moving on, we'll see the weightage analysis of previous year questions, followed by strategy, 90 days timetable, and there will be some concluding remarks from my end. So this is what is the agenda of today's video. So first, understand the exam pattern of this syllabus. So this time there will be a combined recruitment test, that is CRT. There won't be a separate exam for APFC and EOAO as that happened in 2023. This time there will be a single exam, and it will be objective type questions. That is, there will be a pen and paper based examination wherein objective questions will be asked, and an OMR will be provided to you wherein you have to tick mark or bubble the correct answer. Total 120 questions will be there, and the exam will be conducted for 300 marks. So per question will have 2.5 marks for every question, and there is negative marking of 1 by third. So one third of 2.5 marks will be deducted as a negative marking to the wrongly attempted question. Duration of examination will be 2 hours. Medium of test will be English and Hindi. And talking about weightage, like 75% weightage is given to recruitment test, followed by 25% weightage to the interview. So this clearly underlines the importance of recruitment test here. For getting final selection, you will have to try and score or maximize your marks in combined recruitment test, as it carries higher weightage compared to interview. Now moving on, this is what is the syllabus given in our actual notification. We have English, culture, heritage, freedom, economy, Constitution of India, science, computer applications, mathematics, statistics, mental ability, industrial relations, labor laws, social security in India, accountancy, auditing and insurance, and finally current events of national and international importance. Now let us try to break down the syllabus into different subjects. So we can say that we have these 11 core subjects in our EPFO syllabus. Like we have English, and if you go through past question papers, you will realize that there are 20 questions every time which are asked from this English portion, and remaining 100 questions will be asked from the following subjects. So we have culture, heritage and modern history, that is freedom struggle, Indian economy, polity, science, computer application, statistics, aptitude and reasoning. Even though reasoning is not mentioned as such in our syllabus, but we can expect some questions from that as well. Then we have industrial relations and labor laws, social security, accountancy, auditing and insurance, and finally current events. So broadly, we have these 11 subjects which are to be covered over a period of, let us say, in next 90 days. I am expecting here exam to be held on 30th of November or afterwards. So consider, let us have some deadline before preparation. So I'm expecting exam to happen on 30th of November 2025. So considering this date will based our preparation. And today is 1st of September, so even if you start from today, it is very much possible to cover the syllabus and do well in written part of this examination. Now moving on, let us see the weightage analysis of different subjects. Now this examination started happening from 2002 onwards, and latest it was conducted in 2023 separately for APFC and EO. Now just see the English part here. So earlier there were 30-25 questions in 20 years back, and in recent years from 2017 onwards we can see a consistent pattern of 20 questions which are being asked from this English subject. So this by far becomes the most important subject for our preparation, followed by maths and reasoning. So if you see maths and reasoning, again from 2017 onwards we had 15, 14, and again 15 questions here. So like this, around 35 questions are being asked from English and mathematics out of 120. So this clearly underscores or underlines the importance of both these subjects, and these are such kind of subjects which require daily practice. It is not like that कि एक महीने पढ़ूंगा then afterwards I will not do anything. Maths is a subject which requires daily practice. Even English also requires daily practice. So from starting only you have to focus on these two subjects. Then moving on, we have accountancy and labor laws. So if you see consistently 10 to 15 questions are there, 13, 10, 10 and 15, then 19, 10, 21 and 17. So last time when exam happened in 23, there were around 21 and 17 questions from industrial relations labor laws alone. So again, this tells us the importance of this subjects, because we are appearing for EPFO examination, and the daily demand of or the job carries the demand of knowledge of these subjects, that is labor laws, accountancy and other parts. Followed by this, if you see the computer and science portion here, again for computer we are getting consistently 9 to 10 questions every time, and for science as well we are getting 10 to 12 questions every time. So first we have to go with maths and English, followed by industrial relations and labor law, accountancy, and then computer applications and science. So these are some of the important subjects here. Earlier questions used to come from environment, geography and mapping, but in recent years we have not got any question from these subjects. So it is better to let us say we can simply ignore these subjects, or a basic awareness of these subjects will do well even if you are aware. And then followed by we have GS subjects like polity, economy, history and current affairs. So based on this weightage analysis, try to fix your fix the importance or the prioritize your subject preparation. Now let us see the strategy to be followed. See, for any examination to be cracked, these are the steps which we have to follow. First, you have to understand the syllabus. Then we have to understand the resources. Like you have to finalize your book list, your what all things you are going to study. Then you have to set the targets like daily and weekly goals for clarity. Finally, what you have studied is to be revised, and at last you have to do practice. So these is the general strategy which is to be followed for clearing any competitive exam. Now let us move forward. So I am giving you here a step-by-step guide what strategy you can follow. The first thing first here is we have to start with previous year question papers. You have to understand the nature of questions which are being asked in this examination. So take printout of previous question papers and list down the observation and trends, whatever observation or trends you observed, like number of questions, nature of questions asked, whether questions were one liner or multiple statement based questions, whether facts and data were asked in this examination. So these observations have to be noted down. After doing the PYQ analysis, we have to prioritize the sequence of subjects to be studied. Like we can take daily two subjects with maths and English or current events for 1 hour daily. So this is what we can do. Afterwards, finalize your sources of study like book list, study material, video lectures if any you are going to refer, and stick to it no matter what. Till very end, you have to stick to your sources of study. So 6 days of reading or studying followed by 1 day of revision. Now here we cannot take any break now because hardly any time is left for examination. So for 6 days you have to read the subjects, the targets decided by you, followed by 1 day of revision, whatever you have studied in that week. So complete your whole syllabus well in advance, followed by multiple revisions, and at last you have to solve some good test series in time bound manner. So this is very important here. Moving on, so according to me, there are three main components of our syllabus, and I have divided them block wise. So block one subjects are ones which require daily practice. So we have English here, we have mathematics, statistics, and we have current affairs. So these are the subjects which we have to do daily till the end of examination. So considering your strength and weaknesses, start with the one which you have weakness in. So we can do 30 days for English and 30 days for mathematics, because here practice is very much important. Then block 2 subjects are the GS subjects, general study subjects, which are asked now every here and there in any competitive exam. So here you have to develop understanding and conceptual clarity, like history, culture, economy, polity, science, computer application. So these are general study subjects which you can take one subject from block 2 and one subject from block 3 while preparing. And block 3 subjects are EPFO specific, which requires an aspirant to fulfill the demand of this examination. So this is new to every aspirant unless you have done your diploma or degree in labor laws, etc. So we have industrial relations, labor laws, social security, accounting, and auditing and insurance. So these are the components of syllabus. Based on your strength and weakness, try to take any two subjects at a time, followed by 1 hour daily reading of block one subjects. So this is what is to be done here. Then some word of caution from my side. Now look at this question. Which one among the following observations pertaining to the works of 19th-20th century archaeologists is not correct? So UPSC had given four statements here, and it is asking which one is incorrect here or not correct here. So after analyzing and going through the sources, so I found that two statements were lifted from class 12 NCERT theme 1 as it is by UPSC, and one statement was lifted from Upinder Singh book. Now history is such kind of subjects which always have low cost to benefit ratio. No matter how much you study, there will be always some questions in examinations which will be undoable at that time in actual examination hall. So the thing is, UPSC expects us to read basic NCERT books in case of history. But as I said, cost benefit ratio is poor here and it becomes difficult to recall in exam hall. So 23 history questions were quite difficult. So keep these things in mind while devoting time to history, culture subjects. You have to try and maximize your score in other subjects here. So that is what I wanted to tell you while preparing. Now this is the tentative 90 days timetable. So considering the importance, as I said, English and mathematics is to be done daily. So 30 days of targeted practice is very much needed here, followed by current events. So daily reading for 1 hour. For current event, last 1 year current affair is to be read here. Last 1 year current affair is to be read completely. And you can follow any monthly compilation like GK Today or any other else for current events. For mathematics and statistics, any CSAT video playlist on YouTube will do. And for English, refer to SP Bakshi book and some YouTube teachers like Aman Vashisht sir and other faculty. They are very good in English, so you can take help of YouTube here. So devote daily time for these three subjects. Now coming to here, we have already seen that industrial relations and labor laws is quite important. So I am devoting 25 days here. So only one source is to be followed. Either follow Piali Ghosh or go with PR and Sunna book and read bare acts here. While reading labor laws, read bare acts here, followed by social security in India. So you can refer chapter 23 from PRN Sinha and EPFO website for laws, like we have EPF Act, Maternity Benefit Act, etc. So 5 days is sufficient to cover social security. Again, accountancy is a huge subject. It has got huge weightage in our examination, so I am devoting 20 days here for accountancy. Class 11 12th NCERT books followed by ICSI books are very important. These alone are sufficient for EPFO preparation, followed by auditing and insurance 5 days, and refer the ICSI book. I have already uploaded this on my Telegram channel. The link you can find in description of this video. Then we come to the GS subjects. So in this also, science and computer application is very important. First try to cover these two subjects. Here also refer class 6 to 10th NCERTs and PMFIS book for science, and for computer NCERT of class 11 12th and E Balaguru Swami book. This book is very important because in 2023 we got many questions from this book. And once you are done with all these things, then go for polity, history and economy. So this is how you can plan your 90 days. And you have to ensure that you revise as well. Not merely studying is not enough, you have to ensure revision as well. So finally, some concluding remarks from my side. So remember, this APFC is a Group A gazetted officer first, or EOAO as well. So this is a single stage written examination followed by interview. So what these days we see that we have prelims, mains and interview, and the whole cycle goes on for 1 year. So this is a very golden opportunity. If you are trying to get a central government job, try to maximize your score in written part. As I said, 75% weightage is given to written part, so focus on easier scoring subjects while preparing. Time management is key. In this examination we have to attempt 120 questions in 120 minutes. So this tells us that we are getting 1 minute per question. Don't forget English and mathematics. These can make or break your interview call. As I said, around 35 questions combinedly from maths and English we are getting out of 120 questions in our examination. Focus more on EPFO specific subjects as it carries good weightage like industrial relations, labor laws, social security and accountancy. So this forms basis of your preparation. And solve some good test series in last 1 month before examination. So this is I wanted to tell in this preparation strategy video. If you have any queries regarding preparation, simply comment here. I will definitely reply to your queries. And please join my Telegram channel. I am sharing in description box. It will help you in your preparation. Thank you for listening to my video. Thanks again.